Hi, we're Royel Otis.
You're chatting with Milky.
Well, this is Roy, and and I guess we actually met in this bar that we're sitting at right now. It's Roy's friend's bar. I guess I knew Roy just kind of. He used to work here, and we were hanging out, and I just come here and have a couple of beers. And I was originally just doing my own little music project, and I came in and saw Roy, and I knew he was a musician. I came to talk to him, and I was like, I've just been working on this. What do you think of it? I sent him a demo, and then he like
Card of Love.
The song was called Card of Love, and he had a listen. I think is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I got home.
We got home, had a listen, and then we decided. I guess from there, he hit me up. He's like, we should work together. And so we ended up. He had a sunroom at his place. So we ended up like recording some demos there. I'd kind of send through some tracks, and he would lay it over some beats he'd been working on. And from there, we just decided to, I don't know, just pursue it and try make more tracks and put some stuff out. And that's how it all started.
It's a good connection.
Yeah, we connected like over the music a lot, and our taste in music and our vision and like who we idolize, I guess, and like, yeah, it started there. Each track, it's not like we sat down and like wrote the EP to be like, let's write about heartbreak and loneliness. Like the song, I get the songs are a bit sad and more on the more sad side, but
you just kind of broken up there, right? Had you?
Yeah, like when I had just was like I was in whatever, but yeah, I guess I was in a relationship when I like a couple of the tracks we had just been like threw me under the bus there, but like I guess a couple of the tracks we had written recording, like Without You, I guess is like a breakup song. Days in the Dark is a bit of a breakup song. They do have that sad loneliness feel, but we didn't really sit down as a collective and be like, let's write a sad EP, because it is also
just came out naturally.
Never Been More Sure, which is also a more happy EP.
Positive.
Yeah, happy song, sorry. Yeah, well, that's kind of the goal, I guess, is have that sits in that contemporary world, but also brings back to those kind of nostalgic bands and also gets more indie rock.
We were kind of going for like a early 2000s like pop, sort of like bubblegum sort of pop, like even like Kylie's Fever album, which I think is like fucking best.
Yeah.
But that's like those sorts of sounds and those guitar sounds that are really clean but like reverb driven, and that with sort of modern takes on like woozy, more psych stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's where it all kind of comes from, that sort of sound.
And that was also like a thing when we got together, was like, let's develop a sound.
Yeah, and make sure it was our
own.
We stuck
sound,
to that for each sort of wave of songs.
For sure. Jules Studek, he kind of was there from the beginning when we decided we had the songs and we took them to him and we're like because he lives locally as well.
He lives just around the corner.
He was one of Roy's friends. I didn't know him before we started recording, and he was like, yeah, we'll do it. So we spent maybe 2 weeks recording with Studek to get like a base of all the songs. And
he's a drummer too.
He's a drummer. So he did the live drums for the tracks. But he was like pretty cool to work with. He's a rad dude.
Yeah.
It was all a lot of fun.
And then Fridminator.
Yeah.
We haven't like met him in person, so it was all over email because it's been locked down since we started, sort of thing. But he seems rad. We've had a couple of like Zoom calls with him, but we're just big fans of everything he's worked on. So
it was a bit of a dream.
Bit of a bucket list. Too.
Yeah. Him to mix it. He's mixed a lot of cool stuff.
Always.
Yeah. There's always so many different.
Or the song always.
Always. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we wrote a song called Always, which is meant to go on the EP, but we never ended up putting it on. But that could come out later on.
Yeah, for sure.
Just didn't really sit with how.
It just needed to be
A bit more work on it.
Yeah, thought out.
Yeah.
Pre-planned.
But from originally, like, it changed, I guess, when you get in the studio. Like when from the demos from Roy's Sunroom, they were more
there was a lot of songs.
A lot of songs, yeah. And I just guess we sat down and refined the ones we liked the most. But then there was like tracks like Only One, which we wrote in the studio.
Yeah.
Like in the process. That was like one of the tracks we were just playing around jamming one day and it was like,
which was Julian's idea too.
Yeah, to like put that in, which I think is pretty cool. Like, I don't know. The track, but from like when we were getting into Roy's studio, didn't really change too much. We kind of had a vision of what we wanted the tracks to sound like once we got to Sudex.
Track listing and everything too.
Yeah.
We try to be as involved as we possibly can
be, yeah.
With whatever budget and everything we could possibly use. But we
Byron's a weapon to work with.
Byron is like he's a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
Already. So it's just like such a treat to work with him more than once and hopefully more in the future. But he's just like, comfortable, and we love this.
So creative as well. He just has like that creative snap.
Very spontaneous as well, which is cool. And I think we hopefully we have a lot more than we think. After working on the visuals with things, you often get like sort of pushed into certain answers or saying like yes to certain things, and I think hopefully we've managed to manipulate our way into having the visuals that we like.
Yeah, and I guess the more you do, the more you get an idea of also how you want the project to be represented and presented more. And I guess working with Byron was kind of like he kind of did put through some ideas, which is just like that feels and looks really cool.
And the communication between us was really comfortable already, so that was fucking rad.
Oh, good question.
Probably different.
Should we? My favorite personally is Days in the Dark, because it's more of a ballad. It's more slow, and I guess lyrically and emotionally, like I think that's the track that, if I listen to, I like the most.
Yeah.
And then you got I don't know if that would be make someone an automatic fan. That would probably be like.
I like Wait.
Wait.
It's just a cruisy coastal drive one.
That was actually our first track we recorded together in the studio in Roy's Sunroom. I sent him like a little thing, like guitar of me, like recording of me playing guitar and singing, and then he took it back to his, and then we like sat down and he put these drums to it, and it ended up being like my favorite. And then before we recorded though, I'd say Days in the Dark, and then you say Wait.
I'd say Wait.
I think Without You also was probably a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the easiest one, just because it's more of a poppy song. Without you, without you. Yeah. That Without You is pretty freaking catchy, and all my friends will like sit around and go, without you.
It's definitely that, yeah.
Yeah. It's got that high tone, annoying pitched vocal. Without you.
I think it'd be like an anime from like the Studio Ghibli.
Roy loves anime.
Yeah,
Obsessed with it.
Such a massive fan of anime. So any Studio Ghibli anime, even like probably the like 80s ones would be more accurate. Like the pewter castles in the sky sort of ones.
Yeah.
Or Porco Rosso. That sort of like, I think that would be a good representation.
Yeah.
I just do some wild horses running.
Well, that's in there.
Fucking bananas.
Yeah, trousers and bananas, cuckoo bananas.
Just like good stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Decent outfit.
Decent outfits.
Good
looking fellas.
Good. So good sets of trousers on each one of us. Tim Air from Lazy Wax.
Yeah, Tim Air. He's a good
Tim Air
addition.
himself.
Amazing guy.
He's going to be there, and he's going to be shredding on keys whenever we drop the ball.
He's definitely worth pursuing after our show.
Hopefully they'll go home with the like memory of Tim Air shredding in their brains.
He's Tim Air plays keys, and he's just a weapon. He's a good guy. And then Sudek on the drums. But I guess at our shows we just fun and good music and just a good time. If I'm gonna be honest, before being in a band, like I wouldn't really go and see too much live music.
That is brutally honest.
Like I would, but I wouldn't go like because there's people that come, like some people that come to our shows, which they consistently come every weekend. I'm just like, wow, like you guys are massive fans of live music.
I find it difficult in Sydney because there's live music in Sydney, unless it's a certain couple of genres, there isn't really much of it. And that's, it's kind of difficult to see music, like, sort of more pop music. I mean, it's really easy to see psych music, but it's the sort of, stoner rock psych music, and there's and it's like really punk based. Like Sydney has a really strong punk based scene, and that, like, that's great. But like living in Bondi, there isn't that much music about like that. Isn't I don't know. It's hard to explain without offending people, but it's just we haven't.
We're keen to play shows again.
We're keen to play shows and see and like.
And live music has a massive impact on.
And it's been so long since it's been over a year since we've been able to see like acts that we want to see.
We're also really keen to
festivals and such.
Yeah, it'd be sick. For me, Jonathan Richman, who was part of the Modern Lovers. Michael Jackson is an obvious name. MJ's a beast. So many, but Michael Jackson, MJ. I think on the top of my head, Frank Ocean's really sick.
Frank Ocean for sure.
I'll just give you those three for now. Yeah.
Probably Frank Ocean.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick to produce and play an album with him. I think that would be really unbelievable.
I'd say like my most listened to would probably be Off the Wall by MJ. Just like I just reckon it's so sick.
That's pretty good.
So
I think Thriller.
Yeah.
I'd say Thriller. Yeah.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey. I'm joking.
I reckon Akira.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe.
Or My Own Private Idaho.
That's a good film. Yeah. Ooh.
Miley.
Hannah.
I don't know. You can't.
I reckon Hannah was like an OG, and then I just like preferred.
But Miley was in Black Mirror, and I love anthology series like Black Mirror and stuff. So.
I think it was I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, which is MJ. I was obsessed with that song. Obsessed.
Mine will be Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You, like the Prince cover. That, because my dad always played it in the car every time he was dropping me off home.
I was obsessed with Sinead O'Connor when I was a kid as well.
Obsessed with it.
That actually weirdly could be one of my first tracks. I had like a massive like toddler crush on Sinead O'Connor.
Mine was The Vines.
Mine was...
Well, it was Home Bake. It was It was that festival home bake.
I think mine was Mazzy Star, like my first
Yeah,
proper.
fucked.
Yeah, at the Opera House.
That's
my
way
first
better.
proper, like concert.
I saw Julian Casablancas and the Voids at the Hammersmith. Is that what it's called in New York? So it was like their hometown, and they had Blood Orange supporting them, and he got up and did a couple of songs with them, like, and they did a couple of Strokes songs, and that was like,
that would have been really sick.
That was fucking crazy good.
Probably, I went to the Lazy Wax concert at the Vic on the Park, which is pretty sick.
Timmy, yeah, getting another plug.
It's pretty hot. Spice Girl,
100%.
Spicy. Spicy Otis. Now, put some chili on it. I don't know.
That'd be greasy spice. Bon Jovi.
AC/DC.
Like Dolly Parton, I reckon would be so sick.
Yeah, even Stevie Nicks would be cool. I was a massive fan of her when I was younger. Fleetwood Mac, that would be sick.
Fleetwood Mac would be rad.
That would be
like,
cool.
Original lineup.
Yeah,
I think technically probably like Sex Pistols, or like an early blues artist. I mean, if we're getting technical.
If you're getting real technical, yeah. That's more of a modern question. Yeah.
Lady Gaga, even like Madonna. Madonna started breaking some barriers.
Don't overthink it.
Live like it's not going to go back into lockdown. You wanted to be a boxer.
I wanted to be, Now, there's been like a lot of different things, but like musician, I guess it's just like I've always loved music. It's just been a massive fan of music. I just learned guitar when I was a kid. My dad was in a band. He had his own little band. This is kind of gradually went from there. I guess when I finished school, I was like, I want to like put some music out, and I made the decision like I'm gonna at least put like 2 to 3 years aside to do this and put some music out.
For me, it was watching my older brothers like old skateboarding like videos, and like the music just made it so much fucking better. And that was like, to me, that was really cool. The way the sound made like watching this like actual action be way cooler. To me, it was that, and I was like, fuck, like, how's that happen? And then that's when I started learning about it.
Well, thanks for having us.